Welcome back, guys. So I have done a video just recently of Adam Sandler top 10 movies. So it's only fair to do the bad. So these are my worst movies of Adam Sandler. I know I try to put them in order. The first couple of sort of make sense and it sort of gets messy and I don't really know. But this probably could change at any point. So here are just top 10. Just go down the list and we'll go from there. So my number 10 is Murder Mystery 2. Now, the problem I have with Adam Sandler is, recently anyway, is that he's gone to Netflix. And it is very 50-50 of what you're going to get. So, for example, as you saw in my top 10 movies I did like, you had Leo and Murder Mystery. Good films. Part of the Netflix family. Fine. Then we have some questionable films, which are some of them in this list. And one of them is Murder Mystery 2. Now, it's not necessarily a terrible film. It's kind of just the fact that with the first one, I enjoyed the first one. Nothing special. It's just a murder mystery film, and it's with Jennifer Aniston, so they're working together again. But this one, I was looking forward to it, but it's one too many films, and it just didn't need a sequel. It was happy. Should have left it. We did not need a second one, which is a common thing of Adam Sandler, which we'll see soon. There's nothing too much to say about this one, really, other than just it's one of those things, again, like I've just said, I was expecting a bit more. Also enjoying the first one, and this one just didn't hit home. Okay, so number 9, and I knew I like this one, and I watched it recently, it's just not the same. I feel like some of them, these older stuff, is just hit and miss, really. And this is Don't Mess with the Sohan. Like, there is some funny bits still in there, but for me, it just doesn't hit like other films of his. And that's why it's quite high on the list in the sense of not being the most terrible, being number 9. Because it's not. There's a lot worse out there, but there's a lot better. Not too much to say about this one. Just it's just lost its place. I used to enjoy it. I just don't anymore. Now number 8, and again this is a Netflix original, and it is Hubby Halloween. This is like just. And this one he's working with Julia Bowen, is it? The one from Happy Gilmore and Modern Family. So obviously they've worked together before. But this one, again, it's just a bit. I feel like he's just being told chuck some films out there, and he's got to do so many every sort of couple of years, or else his contract's terminated or something. I didn't find it that enjoyable. I didn't find it that funny. There's a couple of little bits here and there, but in the grand scheme of things, I was hoping, and again, it's happened. I don't know if this is a coincidence, but one of the main characters dies early on, and I'm just like, come on, man. So has he got something against Julie? I don't know, but again, this one just doesn't hit home. I feel like it's one of those Netflix slop films that's just there, and it's unfortunate, really. And number 7 is The Cobbler. So I don't really remember much about this, and that's why it's sort of in the middle. I don't remember it being a great film, but I don't remember it being one of those films that I wanted to leave. So I've sort of put it in the middle. It could have been a bit higher or less. It's just been so long since I've watched it. I do not want to watch it again. I watched a trailer to sort of refresh my memory. That's done nothing. So I've clearly just put it in a bit of my brain somewhere and just gone, stay there, ignore the film. It's never happened. So unfortunately, I don't have too much to say about this one. It's just, I know it's not one of my favourites. It's not one of my go-tos. And I do not plan on watching it again. So we're there. And number 6 is Little Nicky. So this is another one where I think I used to, I can never remember this one. It's one of his early ones. I think it came out in 2000. So it's one of the earlier films. And I generally don't remember if I used to enjoy it, but I did watch a bit recently of it and I did not enjoy it at all. And like, he does the voice, and for some reason this film, it's very annoying. And other films I'm fine with it, but this one I couldn't handle it. I don't know why. Am I having a bad day that day? I'll be watching it. I don't know. So again, this is kind of like the cobbler that I remember not liking it, but I couldn't tell you exactly why. I remember just him being annoying, and I wanted it to finish. I don't think I even got way through the second rewatching it. So for me, it's like this is the problem you're going to have with the next few films is that there's a reason they're on the list, and I do not want to watch them again to find out why I don't like them. I'm having to count on my letterbox to realise why I don't like these. Now, number 5 is a Christmas film of his called 8 Crazy Nights. And I tried to watch this one last Christmas. Me and my wife have sat down like we could watch a Christmas film. December, you've got to try and watch as many Christmas films as you can. And we was like, we have never seen this one. Now, I feel like I did remember watching it many moons ago. However, we went to go and rewatch it. And I think we got about 20 minutes in and we had to turn it off. So I don't want to, I could put it higher, but I probably also could just feel that maybe this one weren't for me. There's a bit of music in there, which I know Adam Sandler can do. Like, it's fine. And this is why I'm saying, like, there's not really a list from probably now on, to be honest. They're all just a bit everywhere, what mood I'm in, when I last watched it. So, yeah, I don't tend on ever watching it again. I can't remember why. I just felt like it kept breaking into song, and he just, not a bad thing. I wasn't prepared for it. I'm not a great musical person myself. So, there's partly that, but I just didn't enjoy it. It was not the Christmas spirit I was looking for in the movie. And number 4, and ironically, the title of this film is not what I found about the film. It's called Funny People. So this is basically, from my understanding, I have tried watching it recently, and we got so far in, and I had to stop again. Is they're comedians, and it just shows you the hard world that a comedian's life is, and trying to prep and the pressure and all that sort of thing. And I think the problem with this film is, I thought at the beginning, I was like, why do I not like this film? It starts off well, but it's just too long. I can't remember how long it is off the top of my head, but I just felt like I need this to stop. And it just kept going and going. I was like, okay, so I stopped it. So there's that. I feel like this one was too long for me. I don't know if there was. I'm trying to think of what I liked. I felt at the beginning, I just kind of like I say, I felt at the beginning, it was doing what I was expected it to be. And then it just got a bit depressing and long, and I was like, I don't need to see this anymore. So I stopped it. Number 3. So this one, I remember asking it for Christmas because I just assumed, and I've learnt better from this, that, oh, it's an Adam Sandler film, I'm going to like it. So I put it on my wish list, and someone brought me it. And that film is That's My Boy. I remember putting it on and thinking, let's get going, because it's got Spielberg, the dude from, yeah, I can't remember his name, so I'm sorry, but I put it on. I think it was 20 minutes in, and I was like, this is instantly not going to be for me. And again, I don't know if I've got older and that Adam Sandler voice and character's not growing with me anymore. Because I had it with Billy Madison. At the beginning of that film, he does play that annoying voice and the child. And at that point, I was like, I'm going to struggle with this film. As he went into school, the voice sort of dropped a bit, and it weren't so annoying. And I'm wondering if that's the case we've got here. Is that some of these films higher up, he does the voice, and it just isn't hitting home. So I couldn't tell you if it's a good film or not. I'm going to guess not. If I've had to stop it, I did check Letterboxd. That's like a 2 point something. So it seems to be quite a common thing that this one's not very liked. But I couldn't really tell you much about the film. Now, number 1 or number 2, I really didn't struggle with. But the reason number 1 is where it's at is I'll tell you in a minute. But number 2 is Happy Gilmore 2. And this is a repeat of what I was saying about Murder Mystery, basically, is that number 2 was not needed. We did not need a Happy Gilmore 2. It's been so long since we last had Happy Gilmore, and it ended great, and it was a fantastic film, and we did not need number 2. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, well, I enjoyed Happy Gilmore. I don't expect it to be as good as Happy Gilmore, but at least it should be a good film. They instantly went into the road of depression, which I just don't need in a. Why do I want to watch that? I don't need that. Life's hard as it is at the moment. I don't need to see that in a comedy. I didn't find any of the jokes really funny. I didn't find the point of the story was just why did she have to die? Why did he have to become an alcoholic? Why did he? I don't know. And then all the cameos and stuff of the people, I just didn't care for. I don't know who half the people were because I'm not into that thing anymore. And it was basically a cameo. I did watch a clip when it first came out of how many cameos were in the film, and it's ridiculous how many. I don't need all these people. I just give me a good golf film like you did before. And the fact that it got very weird at the end, very just, so annoying, so annoying. I think I gave it a half a star. It's probably better than half a star, but no, it's not. Because I'm not even gonna watch it again. So no, half a star it was. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it there. I was not happy. You just don't need number 2 of everything. Stop money grabbing. Okay, so number 1, and this is the reason, if I hadn't seen this in the cinema, this would probably be number 2 and Happy Gilmore would be number 1. But because I did see it at the cinema, and it took my hard-earned money, is that number 1? So number 1 is Jack and Jill. Now, you're asking me to remember from the cinema what I didn't like about this film, and how old is the film now? I haven't seen it since, because I'm not going to. But obviously he plays himself and then his sister. And it's just, the story is rubbish. Everything was rubbish. And the fact that, I remember this is one of the films, I think it's around the same time as not Blended, maybe a little bit before that. So he's on a hot streak, and I feel like it's 51st Dates and all that sort of era. And I was like, oh, we're going in for another good one. How can you go wrong with an Adam Sandler film? Definitely watch this at the cinema. And I learned you can go very wrong with an Adam Sandler film. And I love the guy. But my God, he can do some rubbish too. So this is up there as just, like I say, it's between 1 and 2 of Happy Gilmore. It's just this one took my money. Where Happy Gilmore, I watched at the comfort of my home. Yeah, it cost money, but it was nowhere near a price ticket of a cinema ticket. So, And I'd like to say why I didn't like this film. I watched the trailer again, and it's just not funny. And he plays this annoying character, and it's just one of those things again where he's just playing these characters that are just annoying. I've noticed recently he doesn't. Well, I say recently. There's a period where he just used to play himself. Didn't really go into this annoying character like the Billy Madison or Waterboy or anything like that. He just played kind of Adam Sandler, really. Fine with that. But yes, number 1 for me definitely is Jack and Jill. So let me know your top 3 films of Adam Sandler you do not like yourself. I'm intrigued to see where we are, and hopefully the ones that I haven't seen I can then dodge. You might even find that some of the top 10 that I enjoyed you didn't like. So it'd be nice to hear what you think down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, and if you're new around here, please subscribe. It means the world. And once again, thank you for watching. Take care. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.